And here we go. It's asking me to enable cloud. So this does have some cost associated with it. Obviously, the more you use, the more it's going to cost. But you need a database where you're going to store all this data, and you're going to need to access large language models to be able to effectively produce the outcome that you want. So we're going to allow that to happen. You can check out Lovable's website to learn more about pricing for that, but I have personally found it to be fairly reasonable so long as the software is working. There are times that it is stubborn and you kind of tussle with it a little bit. But I'll talk to you guys about some things as we go through and do this. I'm going to build this product roadmap, and I can guarantee you that one of the things that I asked for is going to be missed because it just happens that way. We're doing a multi-phase build, so 4 phases here. Each of those phases has components that need to be built. It's going to have functions that need to be built. It's going to have database tables that need to be built. Obviously, it's talking about a storage bucket here for those files. So all this stuff is going to happen pretty quickly, but I can almost guarantee that it's not going to work whenever I first load it up. So there's no roadmap anywhere, so I can't obviously access that. I did put a link down here, but it's not looped in. So let's see where we're at. Let's see, just finish the roadmap. I don't know why sometimes I type into this thing and sometimes I talk to it, but maybe shorter things I sometimes will just type because I know it won't take that long. Okay, cool. Here we are. You can see what we've got in here. We have the ability to upload images. That does work. We can capture screenshots. We can view comments. I can't leave a note right here on the card. That's one thing that I want to be able to do without clicking in the edit. And I can also tell that it took away my really awesome quick features that I actually saw earlier. So I should be able to change the status of these without clicking on that. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I need to be able to leave comments. Oh wait, I can't post a comment here. I don't have the ability to do voice to text transcriptions in these comment boxes or in I do see it in the description, but not in the comment box. The other thing that I'm not seeing is I do want the comments to open up whenever you expand the cards, so I don't want to have to click a second button. And the quick options in the menu here are all gone from the previous build, I guess. But I need to be able to change the status of these items right from the drop down of the cards. Okay, so back to Twitch, you guys. I'm getting close to rest point here for the day, but I'm going to go a little bit further here and just tell you what I'm going to do next. So after this works out and we have what we need here, a lot of these management utilities are really going to be for the granular QA level things, so you can kind of see what you're going to be working on. I don't particularly care about the Q1 2025 stuff. I mean, sometimes that can be helpful if you're really going to be mapping out a product roadmap, which makes a lot of sense unless you have a lot of time to devote these things or you get really fast yourself. It takes some time to do it. But what I'm going to do is actually talk to Lovable and interact with Lovable for the most part around the rest of the build. And I'm going to ask it to ask me questions about the roadmap items that we don't have clarity on yet, that we need to have more details added to, and ask it to go ahead and write those details to the database so that we can come back and reorganize the work and populate Lovable with a sprint. So what I will do is I will say, Lovable, go ahead and work on all of the in-progress roadmap items, and when you're done, please move them to in review so that we can check them over. And if there's any important details, go ahead and add a comment. So that is going to help us to be able to be a good collaborator with Lovable on this build. And you can see how having visibility of where things are in this build is going to be helpful for you as you think through proper product management there. So